in an FBI shooting, leaving a Provo man dead. Agents say 75-year-old Craig Robertson threatened the lives of several public officials, including the President of the United States. KSL investigators learning tonight this was not Robertson's first incident involving police and a gun. Daniela Rivera now reports.
Long before he posted these death threats on social media aimed at the President of the United States and FBI agents, two Google Fiber workers called Provo police to Craig Robertson's home. A 2018 police report obtained by the KSL investigators reveals the workers needed to be on his property to access the public utility pole. They said they rang the doorbell, but there was no answer. Then they told police Robertson came outside yelling at them while holding a handgun and that he was waving it around. When police showed up, the report states Robertson answered the door with an AR-15, which the officer wrote triggered a bit of a standoff. The officer told him to put the weapon down, and at first, he refused. But the officer continued to speak to him through the door until he calmed down. After consulting with the county attorney's office, the officer determined no actual crime had occurred, that Robertson had been exercising his Second Amendment right, albeit recklessly.
There was a big boom. And then there was another one, and another one, and another one.
Neighbors were still processing the news of Robertson's death last week after FBI agents attempted to arrest him ahead of the presidential visit.
I know that he was anti-government. He did not like if Provo City had to come do something in his yard. He was totally against that.
The FBI says Robertson not only met agents with a gun on August 9th, but this time he pointed it at them. The Provo officer wrote in that report that the way Robertson handled his gun led him to believe that Robertson was trained with firearms. In a statement, Robertson's family said they are shocked and devastated by what happened and mourning the loss of the man they knew.
It's a small cage for that dog. Feel bad for him.
Isn't that real animal cruelty there? He's got a big yard. He could have tied him up somewhere and let him play. Poor little guy.
Heart's just racing right now. It's out of me.
Because at first all I heard was him yelling. I'm used to that, you know. But I turned around and he just hit on my property, waving a gun. I'm like, okay. Could have just came out and asked us what we were doing, but some people hate their lives, I guess. Just trying to do my job.
Caden, what's a good phone number for you?
Jesus, hey.
Look at the difference between those two.
Mine was so old. Oh yeah, you got one that's blind too. Huh?
Yeah.
With your beard. So, yeah, I mean, it takes less than 5 minutes. I have all my stuff prepped. Doing the ladder against the pole if you guys can just
we
hold
just
it
need back
back
there for a minute.
So was it in his yard or like in the backyard?
Yeah,
Yeah, so the service pole's in his backyard, but there is a city easement in everybody's yard, in the front and the rear of everybody's property, or we're allowed to be. And some people just take it.
You guys able to do written statements for us while we go talk to him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Where does this guy live? In the house? That's weird. No one lives in houses over here.
Just down here in the cul-de-sac.
In the cul-de-sac?
Yeah. I don't know what the house number was. Check the house number right now.
Stand up all the way.
Pretty tall here.
That's beautiful.
3:45
That's the one right here, the one with the flagpole in it. What's that? Chevy.
The old Chevy.
The Chevy Sonoma or whatever that he put that weapon in. It was on the driver's side. It looked like he pulled the case out, put it underneath the back seat on the driver's side.
What's that?
Copy.
Put the gun down.
Speak to me.
You want me?
Put your weapon away.
You want me to speak to you?
That's on my property.
Put the gun down.
That's on my property.
Yes, you are. I am here to talk to you about how you threatened somebody with a gun.
I didn't threaten them.
Were you holding a
Trespassing.
Were you holding a gun while talking to them? And they were not threatening you? They were just.
You drew your weapon. I'm in my castle. This is my house.
This is not Texas. They can stand on your yard. I'm talking about them.
Yeah, what about them?
You were waving a gun while cussing at them, correct?
I told them to get off my property.
They were not threatening your life or your.
I told them to get off my property.
Were they threatening your
I
life?
got my weapon at the ready position, like this.
Okay.
Sir,
Told
if
them to leave my property.
watch the muzzle of your gun so that we don't
I am
have to.
watching the muzzle of
Okay.
my gun.
You need to
Okay.
calm down. We are here to discuss a possible crime where you are a suspect.
What crime?
Brandishing a firearm.
On my personal property, but I feel I'm being trespassed against. That's not a crime.
You were being. Okay. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
In Texas, you may be able to defend your property with a handgun. In Utah, unless it's your life that is in threat, no.
I had no idea there's two of them to one of me.
Did
I
you
had
see a
no
gun?
idea.
Were they in bright colored vests that said Google Fiber? What threat was that?
What they said on it. My eyes are not that good.
Apparently, because you answered the door with uniformed law officers with a weapon.
Listen, they came to my door. I was in my underwear.
Okay?
They rang the doorbell a couple of times. I was trying to get to the doorbell. The next thing I know, I hear my gate open, my dog going out the back. I come out the back. My gate is open. My dog could escape.
And you're going to shoot somebody over that.
Run them off my property.
They have a
Now,
right.
If they want to wait for permission to enter my property,
Sir,
I would be happy to give it to them.
sir, they were not knocking on your door to ask permission. They don't need it. They were knocking on your door to inform you that they were going to use the public
But
easement,
they left my gate open.
and that we can take issue with.
Okay.
But it's not a crime to leave your gate open.
It is if my dog gets out.
That is not correct. Do you have any ID with you?
No,
You have no ID.
I don't have any ID on me.
Okay. Is that truck outside registered to you?
Yeah, you can run it.
Okay.
I'm going to go put my weapon away.
I would appreciate that.
I'm gonna stay out until he comes back with that one.
3267, he's putting his weapon away now. Stupid son of a bitch.
Who the hell comes to a door with a friggin' rifle?
Especially knowing they said they called the police.
But you will not be entering unless you have a warrant.
What's a good phone number for you, sir?
Pardon?
What's a good phone number for you? And I don't have my computer with me to run your license plate. You mind giving me your name?
Robertson.
Robertson?
Robertson. Craig D. First.
Craig D. Delta? Craig D. Your middle name Delta?
Yes.
So, they got in your backyard. You went and confronted them. What was the exchange between you guys?
I was pissed because they left the gate open.
Understandably.
So I run them out.
Okay. What did you say? What did they say?
I told them to get the hell off my property.
Okay. And what did they say?
They did. They complied.
Okay. Did they inform you they'd be calling the police?
No, they didn't inform me.
Delta
they
10,
would
you
call
can
the
pull all the way
police,
up in
but I
your car.
figured they would.
What's that?
They didn't inform me, but I figured they would.
So you figured they would?
Yeah.
And you thought it was a good idea to answer your door with a rifle?
Repeat that.
They answer my door with a gun all the time.
He's not. He's got
You know,
the
the thing
door
is
shut
this,
right now. He's talking to us through the glass. He's refusing to open the door, but he no longer has a gun in his hands.
Educate me.
Well, I don't need to educate you. You're supposed to be educated.
Well, you
I
seem
have
to
a
think...
right to protect myself.
Agreed.
Okay.
What threat were we or the individuals?
I didn't know who was at my door when I opened the door.
Do you have a window you could look out prior to answering a door with a...
closed because I like my privacy.
I can see that, and I can respect that.
Okay.
But maybe you could open the door and peek out instead of just swinging it wide open with a rifle.
I didn't swing it wide open with the rifle. I opened it very carefully because I wanted to see who was in.
Do doors swing when they open?
Huh?
Do doors swing when they open and close?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
There you go. Let's not argue semantics.
Yeah. Are you trying to be cute?
Do I look cute?
I don't know. Ask your old lady.
You understand that you're possibly going to be charged, correct? When someone is mentally unstable enough...
You're welcome to come back. I tried to get down here to find out.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Before I could, and they left my gate open, which pissed me off.
Okay, but that does not warrant brandishing a firearm.
Even on my own property.
Correct.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
You might be. It might end up being a charge.
Well, let's de-escalate, shall we?
We have. You put your weapon away. You and I are having a conversation through your door.
And they can come back in. I know who they are and what they're here for.
Yeah, we'll let them do that in a bit. They're trying to hook up your neighbor's Google Fiber, I guess. And since your neighbor didn't answer the door, they had to come through your easement. Okay?
Well, I guess it's hooked up on this pole.
Yeah, they run it through a single pole and they web it out through the neighborhood.
Oh, that's the other thing. I have a shop back there with thousands and thousands of dollars worth of tools.
And that I can understand, but again...
Trotting around in my backyard.
Understandable, but again, you cannot defend property with a firearm. Even
Others,
Go ahead.
others personal and the state. And this is my personal property.
Agreed. But you can, in Utah, you may not defend property with lethal force.
How do I know that they didn't have lethal force? At the time I came out there, all I saw was my gate open and two guys in my backyard. So
standing over by...
And he's keeping both hands.
Standing over by the utility pole, correct? Not by your shop? Not opening the door?
I have three sheds back there.
Okay. And they all have... Are they all shops, or is one storage? Which one's closest?
They all have my property.
I believe that.
I was more worried about the fact that they amble through and leave my gate open.
That is inconsiderate.
That's courteous beyond all pale.
I agree. That's inconsiderate, especially when they told me they heard your little dog inside the house.
I was trying to get down here, and they just fiddled on through and left the gate open. If they'd have closed the gate, we might have had a different outcome.
Well, leaving a gate open, is that warranting a firearm being brandished?
I answer the door with a firearm at all times.
Why is that?
Because I choose to. This is still America.
It is America.
That's right. I have the right to.
But the saying goes, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should, correct?
So what are you doing? Looking for something to charge me with?
I'm looking for the correct code, actually. So I imagine you've lived in America your whole life?
Yep,
How about Utah?
pretty much.
Okay. So as far as your rights go, you understand that if I inform you you are under arrest, I do not need a warrant because I have probable cause, and I can make entry into your home to take you under...
I understand that.
Okay.
But like I say, we can de-escalate the situation right now.
Okay. A situation being de-escalated doesn't mean charges and arrests can't be made.
Well, that's true, but why are you wasting the taxpayers' money?
Because you committed a Class A misdemeanor.
It's a misdemeanor.
Correct. A jailable offense.
Yes, I understand that. Punishable up to a year in jail.
Correct.
I understand that.
Okay.
Even though it's on my own property.
Correct.
And even though I didn't know whether my life was in danger or not, because I didn't know who was back there.
Correct.
So, I'm all at fault and they're not.
Correct.
Yeah, talk about screwed up laws.
Take it up with the Congress. I don't make the laws.
Well, no, Congress is not the problem. It's the state laws.
Okay, take it up with our Capitol Hill.
Our Congress.
Mm-hmm.
Because they allow such crap.
Yeah. Most people don't appreciate it when they're threatened with lethal force for just standing on somebody's property. I mean, does that seem like a rational response?
It does. As a matter of fact, it does.
Okay. So if some person was just sitting in your lawn, reading a book, you would come out with a firearm.
Except on my property. It depends. Like I say, this wasn't here. This was back there, through my gate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay. Were your doors locked?
My doors are always locked.
Okay. What was the need to confront them then? If you were so concerned for your safety.
And they left my gate open.
Okay.
And I was afraid to lose my dog.
Okay. Would it have been more rational to stay inside your home and call us instead of escalating the situation?
I could go protect it myself.
Yeah. But if you go about it the wrong...
I never pointed it at him. The furthest it came was up in the ready position right here.
Okay, now they're saying while you were upset and you were yelling,
Yes,
you were moving your hands around,
well,
kind of flagging them.
I had my hand down here when I went out.
Okay.
And I brought it up to here.
And you...
Hoping to get out.
Okay, and you weren't flagging while talking or...
That was never, muzzle was never pointed at them.
Okay.
Listen, I've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on
Training. Well, that's apparent. Not many people hold it like that unless they've been trained. So, can we get you to write a written? Can we get you to write a written statement about what happened? Because what their word is that you were flagging them while talking. Your word is you were holding it here with two individuals in your backyard. I can understand that.
Yeah, I'll be happy to write a statement.
Okay. I'm going to go get my car since we parked at the end of the street, and I'll bring it up and have a statement for you, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, would you mind stepping out and sitting on the bench to do the statement, since we do know you have firearms in the home?
No.
Would that be okay? Okay, can you please step out then and come sit on the bench for me? Just make sure I can see both your hands the whole time, since I don't want to worry about you drawing any firearms, okay? Stay on, Gunther.
Put it in your holster.
It's in my holster.
It's in the holster, sir, but you gotta understand that we have to respond accordingly, sir. You answered...
Listen, if I want to take you out, I got an M24 sniper rifle there. You'd have never made it here.
Okay, though, that's probably not a good thing to say to us.
No, I'm just telling you that's, you know.
All right, I understand.
Yeah,
hold on. Give me 1 second. You answered the phone with an AR-15 in your hands,
No,
okay?
I answered the door with
Sorry, that's what I meant. You answered the door with an AR-15 in your hands. Our response is completely warranted, okay? So we understand that you're being cooperative now, okay? But I can't have you bossing around our officers, put your gun in your holster, whatever. You answered your freaking door with an AR-15, okay? So we understand you're being cool with us now, and so are we.
And like I said, I
So
didn't
are
know
we.
who was at my front door.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that. All I'm saying is we are not out of the wrong for responding the way that we did,
Well,
okay?
yeah,
all right, I'm sure that you understand. You know you've lived
But
in
like
Utah a
I'm
while.
saying,
There's
you
crazy
know,
people everywhere, so...
If I had evil intent, you wouldn't have a prayer.
Okay, like I said.
See, I mean, really.
Right, right.
Let's be logical.
Okay.
Let's be logical.
You're saying some funky stuff right now, sir, and you're kind of digging a hole.
No, I'm telling you the truth. If I had evil
Right.
intent,
Okay.
there's nothing you could do. Short of sending a SWAT unit here to take me out.
Okay, but since
Hi,
you
guys.
just answered your door with a rifle to a bunch of cops, probably you don't want to talk about if I wanted to snipe you, I could have done it when you're just. Let's just not talk about that anymore, okay? You're gonna you're gonna fill out a written statement for him, okay? Filling out your side of the story. I just wanted to make sure that you understood that we have the right to respond the way that we did, okay?
I understand.
All right.
Yeah, I'm protecting myself. You're protecting yourself.